crazy wench. Not on the AMG GT, baby. That's what? No, you didn't. Wow. Wait. Yo, she's tearing off TV from the root, from the foundation. Listen, if you haven't heard me say this throughout the entirety of my content, either A, you're new, or B, you haven't been paying attention. Record, record, record. Oftentimes, these women will try to destroy your reputation post-relationship by any means necessary, including false allegations. Well, the story that we're getting ready to go over here today is this exact scenario, but then the boyfriend, the man in the situation, dropped all of the receipts. And now her true character is being exposed. Now, the lovely young lady who's the topic of this insane ass story, probably in the title I put IG model, but she's not an IG model only. She, how do you say this in a YouTube friendly way? She sells digital cat because she's a strumpet online, right? She does that. Both in long form video as well as pictures. Nevertheless, this lovely young woman went viral after trying to expose her ex for being abusive. Matter of fact, let's just get down up into the story so we can have this particular conversation. You'll see, this is the name of her, Wilson Pa. Goes viral after explosive allegations. The model in question, internet personality, real name Alexandra Cohen, is facing intense scrutiny after her ex-boyfriend, Rojan, we're going to go over his profile here in a quick second as well, whom she dated for 2 years, leaked a series of viral videos allegedly documenting disturbing outbursts and violent behavior during their relationship. The footage, which is now circulating widely on platforms like X and TikTok and IG, sparked heated debate. Hopefully now it's going to circulate on YouTube. Heated debate over abuse, mental health, manipulation, and what happens when relationships implode digitally and publicly. But Alexandra is not backing down. She's responded with an avalanche on Instagram stories, and we're going to go through those as well, claiming the clips are taken out of context. The hell that they are! Accusing her ex of financial exploitation, alleging that she was the one abused in the relationship. In the first video, matter of fact, let's just get into some of these videos, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know the crazy was going to start that soon. Hold on. Let's look at the replay. you crazy wench. Not on the AMG GT, baby. That's what? No, you didn't. And then ran back into the house. Wow. Oh, wait. I didn't put this music on.
I'm really, really angry.
I think the boyfriend put this on.
I'm really, really mad.
Yo, she's tearing off TV from the root, from the foundation.
Mr. Grinch,
Look at that.
you are a
Dirty ass room.
Alexandra, come on, bro. What is you doing, bro? Come, Alexandra, this is a scene,
This
man.
is so wild.
What is you doing, bro?
The attention seeking is crazy.
Can you come inside so we can talk? Let's talk.
Look at this baby.
I want to die. I'm pleading my case to you because I sincerely want to die.
Alexandra, come on.
Yeah, just crazy as hell. Listen, at the end of the day, this is when I also press judgment to my fellas as well. What you doing with this level of crazy to begin with? Is the cooch made of plutonium? Is there a sensu bean at the end of the cervix, my guy? Why are you continuing with a young lady who will legitimately go on a crowded, busy street and kneel in traffic? She's got her bare knees on concrete, my guy. And she's also, selling her cooter up on social media. So at some portion, you got to go and look at the guy and be like, hey, my guy, what is it that you're doing? Why are you in a relationship with a sex-crazed harlot This is not the type of young lady that is deserving of long-term relationship. Definitely not the type that sells her butthole up online for money, craziness aside. But let's proceed.
I can't do it myself, bro. I know I can't do it myself, so I'll make you do it.
Wow.
But I can't do it, bro.
So guys, what's going on? Why are we running into traffic?
Why are we running into traffic?
Because I want to kill myself.
Okay. Why? What's going on?
I don't want to be here.
Hey,
I don't want to be here.
breathe. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Breathe. Breathe. Look. Okay, you want to go?
Yeah.
Unstable.
So I'm gonna call you back, huh?
Record.
Make this as simple as possible.
You can literally arrest him for fraud right now. For literal, this apartment is not in his name.
If they wanted us to kick him out, they would have told us to do that by now. And on top of that, we can't even kick him out. It's a civil process.
Now, as crazy as what all this behavior is, you still get people over here that are defending this, right? If a man was doing this, he'd be in handcuffs. But because she's doing this, then it's thought, well, what did he do to her to get her to this position? She just needs someone who doesn't record her when she's losing control. No, absolutely record them when they're losing control. Now, whether or not you attempt to post it, I would say that will come rightly so after she tries to do reputation destruction. Try some compassion and maybe you can fix her. She sold her soul and has no one to bring her back. Brutal. Facts. Terrible to see people unstable like this. It doesn't have to be like that. And then here we go. Simp. Simp for human compassion. Sure. What's hilariously ironic about this man's simp-like statements is that for her profession, she gets recorded. Well, anyway, in typical modern unaccountable fashion, she took no accountability. In the wake of the leaks, she took to Instagram stories to share her side of the story, insisting that the videos were deliberately edited to vilify her and accuses the guy of financial exploitation, abuse, and manipulation. So I'll go through that real quick, but let's take a look at the guy. This is the young brother that was dealing with the clinically insane milk of magnesia. And again, I will also say this. I can only assume that there was a degree of toxicity going back and forth because of how crazy that she was and the fact that they engaged in a 2-year relationship. Not 2 months, not 2 weeks, but 2-year relationship. But also in response, the young lady has not posted any videos about him. So it's clear that she was the more toxic within the situation. But this brother did absolutely a great job in recording the abuse that she inflicted on him. Well, anyway, she wrote, "My crash outs are valid. This man took millions from me," she wrote. "There are people in this world who will never see that type of money. Not only that, but he's taking money from my daughter as well. If you validate this type of behavior, your opinion does not matter to me." She also responded to rumors that she had used racial slurs, calling them completely false. "There are no videos of me saying any racial slurs. I do not do that. My daughter is black. My mother is African. Please don't tie me to these fabricated videos. That's not me in the videos." In a particularly emotional post, Wuzempai reveals she voluntarily checked into a mental facility for help, confirming the scenes in the video were real but old. "This man abused me in so many ways that I sent myself to a mental facility. Yes, I did get the help that I needed. Those videos are all old." Now, additionally, she had some other allegations to defend herself, including some text messages that she posted. Let's take a closer look. "Lost bout what? LOL. I need all of my money, sir. The 30K, I need it all back. I'm coming today with help to get all my stuff out the house. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, really? See you later, bro. I have no car. I have no place. You really so effing flaw. I know this is how you move, and I keep falling for it. You're a disgusting human being. I hate you so much. Hate you with my soul." I wish we had some timestamps with these because you know all of these were fired within the same minute. She follows up with, "You're not. You're lying." He's saying, "Listen, baby girl, I ain't got no time for this today. I just want my money. I swear to God, I will myself, Alexandra. Sadly, as much as that would hurt me and your daughter and your family, there is no need to keep saying that, because essentially he's saying that I don't believe you. You're utilizing this for attention. I can't control you. I hope you don't do something that weak-minded, but life is life, shit be happening. Man, she says, you're robbing me, thinking it doesn't do anything to me. I'm going to do it. I can't live like this anymore. Okay, call me when it's done. I'm mentally not strong enough. How? If I'm dead, how will I call you when I'm dead? That's the joke. He doesn't think that you're going to do it. So gosh. The messages ignited concern from mental health advocates online who argue that regardless of the relationship's toxicity, the callousness in the young man's response was deeply troubling. Listen, but the same argument can be said if he snipped different videos out of context, and I will say that it's easy to follow the context of a video. If it was posted to demonstrate her craziness, you can obviously see that. But text is a lot easier to take out of context. Nevertheless, it's clear that from the text as well as the video that she would say things like that all of the time in order to garner validation and attention. So at a certain point, it's like, well, what can you say? Every time that she's thrusting herself out for some attention, you're going to call the cops. You're going to call the S hotline in order to get her some help. And then she followed up that she claims that she has her own footage. Alexandria posted an additional video evidence of her own, including footage allegedly showing the young man pouring an unknown substance on her belongings as she tried to pack up and leave the house. Again, both of them is probably toxic. Please keep in mind, I'm not exposing this man's worst moments as he did mine. I'm defending myself with video evidence. By the way, that house, that security cam footage in the house, I believe that that's her house, so she should have security cam footage of other things that happened. She added, just because I didn't take many videos doesn't mean he didn't do anything. And in a bold claim, she said that the man portraying himself as her business partner was never anything of the sort. This was never my manager. I guess that means OF manager. She concluded, imagine knowing a woman is capable of doing this. By the way, these are all they're like Instagram stories. There we go. Imagine knowing a woman is capable of self-harm due to the way that you treat her and you expose her self-harming and crashing out. Does that say anything about you? Yeah, it says that he's trying to defend himself. Chances are that this is an issue that you have and you are not the first man to experience your abhorrent behavior. But the more that you try to push accountability to other people as opposed to looking in the mirror, assessing who you are as a person, and perhaps getting help, professional help. Invest more time into your mental health as opposed to more time putting your viscous innards out on the internet streets. It could be worthy of you to be able to work on. She then followed up with another text message going over her statements from her digital strumpet account. You can see here all-time numbers is over $3 million since 2019 accumulated. She then writes in it, no, it was never his money, it was mine. Not one video I have on OF has him in it. Please come correct. He lost me, so he's posting all this stuff to try to tarnish my name. You can even see down up in here in April of 2025, she made $50,750. All in all, when you take a look at this entire situation, the only thing that I will say and will continue to say, actually, as I say this, let's go over to the brother's Instagram account. I can't go over to her Instagram account because it's going to get me expelled off of the internet, at least on YouTube. But last thing I'll say is that let this be yet another case of why it is so important to record, have cameras in y'all cribs. Because in this brother's case, what first started off as extreme allegations against him has now turned into the truth, or at least a component of the truth. Now, the complete truth, obviously, because we're outsiders in the public, we will never know the complete truth, right? Like, do I think that because of, even looking at his lifestyle, was he financially incentivized to get with an OnlyFans chick and maybe he really wasn't taking her that serious? I mean, I don't know, but I'm more likely to believe that that is the case. But when it comes down to your word versus hers, unless you have the evidence, then people won't believe you. This is one of the many reasons why it is incumbent on men to record everything. Shit, I even think about that story of the basketball player that said that the woman consented, but is now serving 8 years behind bars because it was her words against his. And if he caught that consent on tape, then maybe he would still have the next 8 years of his life to be free. But instead now he's got to live his life in chains. I also just want to say is that throughout all of the text messages and shit, notice how cool that he's, acting within all of his interactions back with her while she's crashing out. There's a sense of frame and stoicism there that I think, the men should take note of or take light of. All right. And to all the ladies out there that are watching this, all the MTRs, don't ever utilize a situation of irrational behavior as an excuse for toxic behavior. Because nowadays, because we now see the content, it will only backfire and you'll lose all the credibility, all of the receipts that you came out with. Accountability needs to go both ways because without it, we all lost. All right, guys, drop your comments down in the comment box down below. This video went on way longer than I thought it was going to go, but I wanted to go over all the receipts that we had here. But yeah, drop me your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the content before you, and I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.